It's his takedown. Finishes Brad Riddell.
All my life, it's fights. All what I know, it's just how fight, how make money with my hands.
My last fight against Gaethje, I'm not following my plans.
I don't control also my emotions. When I come back to home after the fight, I already know, like, for sure I change everything around me. Before this fight, I want to show I can control my emotions. I can follow my game plan. If I go fight smart, I'm not comfortable for everybody, not only gambling. I don't like to do predictions, but if some door open me on this fight, I go in.
Rafa is great matchups for me. The winning this fight will be top 5 in the future and then the gold.
So my nickname, The Bullet, I got from my coach, Pavel, and he gave me before my first professional fight. And it's kind of like, I would say, tradition when coach giving this name to his fighter. I believe that if the name is matching your like soul, your spirit, your character, you will have like success through your career.
Shevchenko with a huge highlight tonight.
I would say that this question, why the bullet match so good for me, it's more to my coach, to Pavel, because he gave me that name. But I would say what I see, it's a speed, it's a power, and like it doesn't care, it doesn't matter. When it shoot, it shoot.
Benefiting the UFC Foundation. Please purchase a ticket from a raffle seller on the concourse or floor levels of the arena to enter for your chance to win. And you do not have to be present on Saturday to win. UFC thanks you for your support.
fighter. A rich, full-flavored lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. You've earned this, so hold it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Sou um cara escolhido. Um moleque que tem reumatismo nos ossos, sopro no coração. O médico fala para seus pais, ó, ele não vai ser mais um garoto normal. Hoje é o maior finalizador da história do UFC. Recordista de bônus, campeão dos pesos leves. Sou um cara escolhido para mostrar que a fé que você tem em Deus pode mover montanha. Então, tipo, se você não acredita, é só olhar se olhar minha história.
Yo, born for this life, got this golden ticket. Running through my blood, that's a fighting spirit. Straight from the mud, they spite, I live it. Thinking this belt ain't as they tripping. See, we bring high, never quit, don't stop. Bring warrior vibes like it's Kane v. Brock. Yeah, they up in the air, so it's yeah, I watch. Mexico City go straight to the top. Up in the air, so it's yeah, I watch. Mexico City go straight to the top. Mexico City go straight to the top. Mexico City go straight to the top. Inspiring a country like Marino and Grasso. Catch him in a stage with a hook, no lasso. It's electric when he step into the cage with the nets. Get the press when the max hits the stage. Fight him in the lights, take the win home. Shining so bright like Perez in the zone. They best catch the flight, see I'm coming for the throne. Best they're in the set, yeah, it's bound to explode.
I think she got it! Shevchenko tapped! And new! Alexa Grasso is your flyweight champion! Alexa Grasso has shocked the world! Another one for Mexico!
Everyone has a skill in this life, and for me, it was fighting.
He hurt him bad. Michael Bisping is the champion!
No point winning the belt if you can't defend it. Lucas, I love you. Came with a lot of sacrifice and hard work, but I wouldn't change a damn thing.
Soy Alexa Grasso, campeona peso mosca de la UFC, originaria de Guadalajara, Jalisco. Buenas tardes. Cuando llegué y vi el octágono aquí en medio del paisaje agavero, la verdad es que me emocioné muchísimo. El agave es algo muy representativo de mí como tapatía y bueno, de mi nación. Y esto me dio como un sueño, ¿no? de pensar que un día, si sigo entrenando durísimo y ganando, deseo y espero que la UFC venga a Guadalajara. Representar a Jalisco es algo muy importante y algo que me emociona mucho.
Como una hermosa señorita eres México, todos mis mariachis los dedico a ti, mi amor.
Pelear en Noche UFC el 16 de septiembre es algo muy importante para mí. La verdad es que es una noche histórica. Muchos atletas mexicanos, en especial en el boxeo, han dado peleas estelares en esta noche, en este clima, ¿no? de guerra que marcó tanto al país. Es una fecha muy importante para México. Nunca pensé que me tocara pelear en una fecha así de importante, pero créeme que eso me llena de energía y estoy entrenando durísimo para hacerlo increíble.
UFC fans have seen plenty of new names in the octagon lately. One of those is VeChain, which made history when it became the very first ever Layer 1 blockchain partner of the UFC. So how can MMA fighters potentially utilize blockchain technology?
There's a lot of different ways that UFC fighters could use it. One is wearable technologies, IoT.
What's IoT?
IoT means Internet of Things. It's a technology that allows fighters to track key metrics like their heart rate, their sleep, all of these different aspects. They have control of that data and they can use it to perform better.
What is the mission of VeChain?
They're driving the mass adoption of blockchain technology, and they're trying to use that toward sustainable projects with their partners all around the world. VeChain kind of sees itself like the UFC. It's an organization that started out very humble, and now it's turning into a global force on its own. So VeChain's fighting to shape the future of sustainability, and a partner like UFC is really part of that fight.
Don't miss out on your opportunity to win half of this week's 50-50 raffle jackpot, with all net proceeds benefiting the UFC Foundation. Please purchase a ticket from a raffle seller on the concourse or floor levels of the arena to enter for your chance to win. And you do not have to be present on Saturday to win. UFC thanks you for your support.
This is the mark of a fighter. A rich, full-flavored lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. You've earned this, so hold it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
The greatest flyweight of all time, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko, 8th title defense against Mexico's Alexa Grasso.
Grasso believes that this is her time, but she is taking on one of the absolute most lethal strikers in all of MMA.
She got it! Shevchenko tapped! And Alexa Grasso!
I could not believe that it's really happened, but there is no way for her to take the victory from me this time. My goal is the total domination. I will take the belt.
Valentina Shevchenko!
Oh my God, that woman is an assassin.
She's a do-or-double-take, Jolie Debringer. Alexa Grasso!
She's got some of the best boxing in the sport. Viva Mexico indeed.
She's won more than ever gonna walk. She was born to run. She's a daughter of a gun.
Still Snoop Dogg and D.I.
Guess who's back?
Still doing that, Andre?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Check me out. It's still Dre Day, AK. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How? My last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if he still got it. They say raps change. They wanna know how I feel about it.
You ain't up on pain.
Dr. Dre is the name. I'm ahead of my game. Still puffin' my leaf. Still with the beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a crease. Still got love for the streets. Reppin' 213. Still the beats bang. Still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still
I'm representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the
I'm
DRE.
representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE.
Please welcome.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Well, I won't hit you, you don't hit me.
Showtime, boys. Showtime, boys. I'm going to take your hometown boys belt.
Anybody that tries to take my gold can bend the knee too. Oh, really? I think it's impossible. This is what I think. Of course I think I'll be alive. How would I take the fight?
So we're going to
What I thought the first time. It wasn't for
¡Viva México! ¡Viva México! A ver, ¿cuántos mexas? ¡Viva México, cabrones! Se me enchina la piel por este día tan importante históricamente, de atrás para adelante. 16 de septiembre de 1810, nos independizamos, comienza el movimiento de independencia, hemos llegado lejos y hoy, dentro de las artes marciales mixtas, orgullosamente podemos decir Noche UFC. Gracias a todos por venir, yo soy Víctor Dávila, les doy las gracias por estar aquí con nosotros, acompañarnos con esta ceremonia de preguntas y respuestas donde tendremos 3 celebridades del UFC. Me da mucho gusto ver cuánta gente está llegando aquí a la convocatoria y todo el movimiento, no solamente de México, sino que de Latinoamérica y nuestros hermanos de España, a dónde han llegado, cómo este movimiento que comenzamos en 2007, recuerdo que estaba con Troy Santiago, Jorge Díaz en ese entonces, éramos 3. Hoy muchísimos peleadores, miles de aficionados, así es que vamos a comenzar con esta ceremonia, dándole la bienvenida a una guerrera de vida, una persona muy importante que durante los últimos años ha demostrado su capacidad para llegar a la cima y está tocando la puerta para ser campeona. Démosle la bienvenida a Tatiana Suárez, por favor. Ranqueada número 4 del UFC, 7 victorias, 0 derrotas. Una carrera impresionante. Vamos a tener la oportunidad de que tanto los medios... Hola, Tatiana. Tanto los medios como todos ustedes puedan hacer algunas preguntas. Obviamente el tiempo es algo limitado, así es que vamos a comenzar rápidamente dándole la bienvenida a Tatiana. Tatiana, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenida. A ver el micrófono, ¿estamos hablando bien?
Tatiana, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
How are you doing? All good?
Yes, I am.
¿Cómo estamos? ¿Seguimos en español o inglés? Como quieras tú.
English.
Inglés, okay. How are you doing? First of all, okay. Vamos a recibir ahora a nuestro siguiente invitado, Marlon Chito Vera. ¿Están ahí algunos de Ecuador o no? ¿Hay algún ecuatoriano? ¿Dónde está el apoyo para Chito Vera? ¡Venga! Nos seguimos vistiendo de verde, blanco y rojo. Le damos la bienvenida al primer campeón UFC nacido y crecido en México, Brandon Moreno. Sí, señor. ¿Cómo estás, canalito?
Let's go. Muy bien, señores. ¿Cómo están? ¡Viva México, perros! Eso pues.
Bienvenidos. Vamos a comenzar con las damas. Tatiana, now that everybody's here, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Se
I'm
siente
feeling
muy...
great.
Just Hispanic heritage. Just tell us a little bit about your Hispanic heritage. Where is it coming from?
So my father's Mexican, and he's from Mexico. So
Yeah.
That's where I get the Mexican from. He's from Mexico. He's Mexican.
That's fair enough. That's good enough. I got it on your blood, on your beans. Chito, bienvenido, carnal. ¿Cómo se siente estar compartiendo este día? ¿Qué tan mexicano es Marlon Chito Vera?
Chito, how you feeling about sharing this day? How Mexican are you?
I'm very Mexican. I got my good friends is Mexicans. I love my Mexican friends, and fuck yeah, Mexico. Come on.
El primer campeón mexicano UFC. ¿Cómo está Brandon Moreno? Hoy estamos celebrando Noche UFC. El pesaje va a ser en un tiempo más. ¿Qué sientes de ver a dónde ha llegado el deporte?
The first Mexican champion ever, Brandon Moreno. We are celebrating Noche UFC. How does it feel? We're about to have the weigh-ins pretty soon.
Fabiano, se puso mexicano este pedo. Tienes que hablar español, amado. No, no es cierto, no es cierto, no es cierto.
No,
muy contento.
Te vas aquí.
Señores, muy contento, qué chido, muy contento de que UFC nos esté dando este apoyo tan grande a nosotros, la comunidad mexicana. Y pues nada, aprovechar el momento. El evento de mañana va a estar muy, muy bueno. Ahorita vamos a tener el pesaje y nos la vamos a pasar chido, chingón.
Very happy with the UFC, very happy for all the support the Mexican community has had, very happy with this event, and we're going to put on a show.
Como dice Brandon, hay que aprovechar el momento y el tiempo es oro, y el oro vale un varo. Quiero ceder la palabra a los medios primeramente, después vamos a ir a la serie de preguntas y respuestas respectivamente, pero vamos a comenzar con los medios con esta gestión.
Let's make the most out of our time. As I said, time is golden, so let's start with questions from the media.
All the way in the back on the riser. I'll start with Brandon. Obviously, you're the biggest star we have in the UFC from Mexico. So I'm curious, are you disappointing at all that you can't be involved in fighting on this card? Way in the back.
Man, where are you?
Way in the back, straight ahead.
On the back.
Oh, okay, let's go. So, can you ask me the question again, please?
Just how is it disappointing at all that you can't be involved fighting on this card in such an important date?
I mean, so I remember my last fight was here in July, and a lot of people asked me about it, like, hey, is any possibility to you fighting in this card? Like, man, you never know. Obviously, in this point in my career, it's not just the physical thing, it's, you know, the mental health and everything. I need to recover myself, be with my family, because every single training camp is so hard. But man, I mean, at least I'm here. You know, I'm here supporting the event, supporting all the Mexican crowd, and you know, making history together.
And obviously, your fellow Mexican fighter Alexa Grasso is headlining it now against Valentina. So, what are you expecting from her in that fight in the main event?
Man. Oh.
Español. Quiere que le diga la pregunta en español. Jose, please.
Oh, one more time?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, what do you think of the main event between your fellow countryman in Alexa Grasso defending her title against Valentina Shevchenko?
¿Y qué piensa del estelar, tu compañera Alexa Grasso contra Valentina Shevchenko?
Okay, so man, it's kind of watch this. It's kind of hard to me because I know both fighters very well. I met Alexa a long time ago, and I met Valentina last year. But at the end of the day, I'm Mexican, man. I'm Mexican, and we need to support each other first. Because, man, you know, it's hard. This sport is hard. We are new in this sport, and we need to support each other first. And after that, you know, whatever that means happens, it's perfect for me. But, I mean, I want to hear Viva Mexico at the end.
Question for Cheeto. Obviously, the last time we saw you was backstage in Boston after your win. Obviously, Sean O'Malley won too. The assumption was you two would be fighting possibly in December. Do you have an update on that fight or what's next for you?
Una pregunta para Chido de Vimos en Boston. No solo peleaste vos, pero también peleó Sean O'Malley. ¿Algún update acerca de la pelea entre ustedes en diciembre, tal vez?
As of now, they haven't said anything yet. I'm preparing as I'm fighting in December. You know, why not? But, I mean, the guy was talking about fighting and stuff like that. Now it's backing out. So, I mean, I guess when you're a champion, you can call the shot. So let's see what the bitch want to do.
Fabiano,
bueno, no hay apetencia en este momento. Pues sabe muy bien qué es lo que quiero, pero vamos a ver lo que dice Ok.
Hey, come on, translator.
Lo que dice Sean O'Malley.
And finally, for Tatiana, you were backstage in Boston too. Whaley hadn't fought yet. Obviously, she successfully defended her title that night. So you made it clear you wanted the shot at the strawweight title next. Has the UFC given you any indication on what's next for you in your fighting career?
Y a Tatiana también estabas ahí, viste lo que está pasando con Whaley. O sea, tuviste la oportunidad de la pelea. Ya has mencionado que quieres una oportunidad del título. ¿El UFC te ha hablado acerca de algo?
They haven't let me know yet. I know that they have Yana there as well, so I asked to do maybe a title eliminator with her. But as of now, I'm just staying ready, and I'm getting better as a martial artist, and when my time comes, I'll be able to capitalize.
Hasta el momento no he escuchado nada. Obviamente, Yamena estaba lá también y yo había hecho la propuesta de tal vez una eliminación por la pelea para título. No me ha dejado nada. En este momento estoy entrenando para volverme una artista marcial mejor todavía y estamos esperando lo que dice.
¿Alguien más que quiere hacer una pregunta aquí de los medios?
Yes. que no he parado de cierta manera de entrenar, de mejorar. La pelea pasada, reflexionando un poquito de todo lo que pasó, sé que fue una pelea cerrada y yo entiendo lo que pasa cuando te meten en ese tipo de combates donde se las dejas difíciles a los jueces. Entiendo por qué los jueces vieron ganar a Pantoja, ¿no? Al final, yo creo que lo que más me afectó fue el quinto asalto. Me tumba, me toma la espalda y se amarra de la posición solamente sin hacer nada más al respecto. Entonces, pues bueno, creo que hice una pelea muy, muy buena, creo que conecté muy buenos golpes, estuve así de cerca de terminarlo al final del cuarto asalto, pero bueno, al final yo creo que es una decisión que no tomo yo creo que es una decisión que le toca más, ya sea a la UFC y le toca a la gente, ¿no? De pedir qué es lo que quieren, de mostrarse a lo mejor un poquito en redes sociales. Yo soy un trabajador, yo nada más me la paso trabajando y estoy esperando que me den a mi próximo rival. Espero que me den algo pronto, quiero pelear antes de que se acabe el año. Mi mano ya está, no sé si 100%, pero ya está mucho mejor, entonces yo estoy listo.
You always work to be a better fighter. You're always working towards it. I understand the type of fight that I got into. I also, reflecting back upon that fight, there are many things that happened. It was a hard fight. I know what can happen when you have such a hard fight like that. I think that, it was back and forth. It was a tussle. I think I got myself a little bit complicated in the fifth round. I mean, he was able to take me down and also take my back a little bit. I know what happens is that decision's not up to myself, but fourth round, I thought, at the end of the fourth round, I thought I was able to have him. But, the decisions about a new fight, or they're up to other people. They're up to everybody. Hey, I'm a worker, man. All I'm doing here is just trying to get better at it. My hand feels great. Not always 100%, but ready to go. And whatever they come with, we're going to be ready for it.
¿Qué es, Fabián? ¿Un robot? ¿Traes un USB integrado? ¿Cómo te grabas todo para traducir?
Todo para México, querido.
Un aplauso para Fabiano, el mejor traductor del mundo.
Eso, Fabiano.
En mi perspectiva.
Una más rápido.
Ah, sí, el segundo mejor.
¿Quién es el primero?
Yo.
Chito.
Aplauso para Chito. ¿Quién sigue? Otra pregunta, por favor. ¿Dónde están?
Más rápido, para los chavalos y las chavalas que inspiras, que quieren ser como tú, especialmente los mexicanos, ¿qué les quiere decir a esos chavalos?
Que para toda la gente que inspiro, ¿qué decirle?
For everybody, for your inspiration, what do you say to those people?
Hermano, pues nada, o sea, que me vean a mí no como alguien fuera de lo común. La verdad es que soy un muchacho que nació en Tijuana, en un barrio humilde y que simplemente trabajé duro para lo que consiguió, ¿no? O sea, en este punto ya casi tengo 20 años practicando este deporte, mi carrera como amateur, mi carrera como profesional, y como lo dije anteriormente, soy un trabajador. Me levanto todos los días temprano, hago mi labor como padre, me voy al gimnasio, entreno duro, regreso y estoy con mi familia. Suena fácil y está muy sencillo decirle, el asunto es mantenerlo durante tantos años, ¿no? Y mantener la disciplina, mantener los sacrificios. Eso es lo más complicado y nada, eso es lo único que tengo que decirle para todas las personas que quieren llegar a hacer algo en esta vida.
And to all those people that want to do something in their lives and for which I'm an inspiration, I've said this before. I'm a boy. I'm a guy that was born in Tijuana, from humble beginnings, and this consistency is about the hard work. If you work, I wake up early every day, I do my work as a father, go to the gym and keep on going. Sounds easy, but the consistency and going and keep working, that's, I would say to everybody, just keep working at it, you'll get there.
¿Dónde está el micrófono? Nombre y de dónde vienes, por favor.
My name is Hero. I'm for UNLV. Question for Brandon. If Noche UFC becomes an annual event, would you like to be next year's headliner?
Una pregunta. Si la Noche UFC se vuelve un evento anual, ¿te gustaría estar en la estelar?
Oh man, come on, 100%. You know, for this card was kind of hard because my last fight was like less than 2 months. So it was kind of hard, but man, I would love to be the headliner of this kind of events, you know. Obviously, one of my first goals is to take UFC to Mexico again. For some reasons, that thing doesn't happen this year, but man, I need to keep working, I need to keep pushing forward, and let's see if we can go first to Mexico, and if, like you say, if we can keep these events annually, be in the headliner one day.
Claro, hermano, me encantaría ser el estelar. Obviamente, solo no fui porque sabemos que la pelea hace menos de 2 meses que peleamos ahí, pero mi objetivo es llevar el UFC a México una vez más y eso me gustaría hacerlo. Voy a empezar continuar trabajando. Si eso pasa antes y tal vez con eso y con este evento una vez más, vamos a ver ambos.
Wow. And there's a chance that Brandon Royval gets the next title shot at flyweight. As someone who's faced Pantoja and Royval, how do you see that potential fight going?
Hay tal vez una chance, una oportunidad que Brandon Royval gane la oportunidad de pelear a Pantoja como una persona que ha peleado tanto contra Pantoja contra a Brandon Royval. ¿Cómo ves esta pelea?
So, I mean, it's an interesting fight. Brandon Royval is very good. It's very like unpredictable. His style is weird, you know. He changed sometimes to sopa, to orthodox. You never know what he's gonna do in next. And talking about Pantoja, he's very basic, but he just like como aguanta. Like he get damage and he can. He's very durable, you know. He doesn't care to get like 3-4 punches right to the face, but he just go forward. So I don't know, man. I don't care. I just want to fight for the title, man. I don't care these guys. I know, and I'm a little bit frustrated because I fought 3 times in the past with Pantoja and he beat me. I mean, but this last one was I was so close to finish him, and I did it with just one hand. So man, I don't know. UFC. You know?
No sé, es una pelea dura, obviamente una pelea interesante. Sabemos que Brandon Royval no se puede predecir lo que va a hacer, cambia la base todo el tiempo, ven con cosas distintas. Y acerca de Pantoja, bueno, aguanta, es dura, o sea, está ahí, no pase lo que pase, está en la pelea. Y lo que me frustra, en verdad, es que yo estuve a un poquito de finalizarlo, estaba aportando, y eso solo con una mano. O sea, eso me frustra un poco, o sea, UFC, escúchame.
Last one for me. This one's for Cheeto. If you end up fighting Sean O'Malley later this year, how differently would you approach this fight, knowing how far both of you have come since that first encounter?
Ya peleaste contra Sean O'Malley. ¿Cómo sería de nuevo ahora sabiendo todo lo que ha pasado? ¿Qué harías distinto?
I mean, I just keep getting better, keep training, you know, staying in better shape, show up a little faster than I was before, better technique than I had before. And I mean, if I can improve a little bit from where I was in the fight before, that's all I need to be. I mean, he's a good fighter. He have the belt right now, but make no mistake, I'm gonna kick his ass again.
Mejorar siempre, seguir entrenando, volver mejor, volver más rápido, más inteligente, haciendo todo lo que puedo. Sabemos que es un buen peleador, pero no se engañen, le voy a romper la próxima vez.
Thank you.
Eso, perro.
Vamos a interactuar con medios y tenemos 2 micrófonos para el público asistente, pero solamente les quiero decir que todavía quedan boletos. Si van a venir mañana a las peleas, quieren ver, ahí en el Will Call todavía quedan algunos boletos disponibles para que inviten a la raza y vengan a apoyar a su peleador favorito. De este lado, échale, compadre. ¿Tu nombre y de dónde vienes?
My name is Victor. I'm from Texas.
Igual que yo, carnal.
This question's from Cheeto. Just gonna make it real quick. What question are you gonna knock Sean the fuck out? What round?
I'm gonna put him out before the bell rings. I got into that. He's a pussy.
Le voy a romper antes que se termine cualquier cosa.
Siguiente pregunta de este lado. Échale, compadre. ¿Nombre y de dónde vienes?
My name's Arturo from Texas. This question's for all 3 fighters. What words of wisdom would y'all give any future fighter that may find themselves on the wrong side of a UFC main event?
Para todos los peleadores que están acá, para aquellos que vienen por ahí hacia adelante, el futuro, ¿qué consejo darían a un peleador que estuvo en el otro lado de una cartelera principal, o sea, que no ganó?
I mean, you know, in this game, shit happens, right? There's ups and downs, and to every high, there's a low, and vice versa. But I mean, it's good to get to the top, and at some point, you might have an obstacle or a bad day, and I mean, you just gotta keep it up. You gotta keep grinding. Gotta keep working. You can that one moment set the tone for the rest of your life. I mean, we all have issues. We all go through hard times, and I mean, it's not how many times you win, but it's how many times you get up from bad moments. And you can keep pushing forward through them, and that's what really makes you either a real man or a real woman.
A veces las cosas pasan, es buenísimo llegar ahí al cumbre de las cosas, pero a veces vas a tener un mal día, vas a tener un mal performance. Lo que importa es seguir hacia adelante y no dejar que ese momento te defina, o sea, que sea un momento de definición hasta el positivo. O sea, eso es el momento, no importa cuántas veces va a caer, cuántas veces se va a levantar. Esa es la prueba de un hombre, una mujer real.
Oh, man.
Para todos, para todos.
I mean, I think Chito say the correct words for this one, man. You just need to keep going. It's like any secret word or whatever. Like, you just need to keep working hard, and at the end, I mean, I can reflect myself. Like, I would love to win every single battle, for example. I mean, I work so hard to win every single battle, but sometimes you have a bad performance, you have a bad night, or even not a bad night, but you know, your opponent is a killer too, and you're doing an amazing fight together, and you have, you know, I don't know, you don't have to, I mean, something happened, but you lose, and you need to keep going, you know, it's just like, nothing like different happens. You need to keep going to the gym, be better, and improve yourself, and go into the next one.
Seguir trabajando, como dijo, como ha mencionado Chito, es seguir trabajando y seguir hacia adelante. Y a veces no es que cometiste un error o tuviste una mala noche. A veces tu oponente es un matador y tuvo una buenísima pelea. Lo que importa es no dejar que eso una vez más te defina y sigues adelante, sigas trabajando, sigues presionando y va el positivo hacia adelante.
Nice. Nice.
So I think for me it would be, they said a lot of great things, but I think for me, same thing. And I think what I could add to that would be just to not obviously get discouraged. Next time you go out there, maybe, you know, I just feel like in my wrestling career, I had a lot of losses and I stayed consistent and I just stayed in the gym, and I didn't win the one tournament, but I won the next tournament. So not getting discouraged and just keep putting in the work.
Lo que han mencionado ellos, estoy con ellos y le diría algo más también. Ya tuve derrotas, o sea, no dejes que eso te quite el coraje, que eso te dé miedo hacia el próximo reto. O sea, yo perdí un par de veces en lucha y volví el próximo evento, no gané uno, pero volví el próximo. O sea, que no pierdan el coraje y sigan trabajando y sigan hacia adelante.
I got a question for you, Tatiana. Before that lapse of time that you were outside the octagon, what keeps you going to come back? And you know, the performance you have come after so many times is hard. You know, sometimes the flame goes down, sometimes it doesn't. What keeps you inspired to keep going on life?
Una pregunta, Tatiana. Aquel momento que no estabas peleando, o sea, un tanto tiempo, un hiato entre meses, que a veces algunos pierden el fuego. O sea, ¿qué haces para mantener eso vivo, para que no te baje la energía y que vuelvas con todo?
I think I just have a burning passion for the sport, and so that allows me to stay in the gym. You know, I love to do it. People ask me my hobbies, and I say it's MMA because I just love the sport. I get excited to get up every day and do what I love the most, and it's what I love to do. So for me, it's not really a chore. People talk about sacrifices and this and that. I don't really see them as a sacrifice because I love being there.
Yo digo a todos que este fuego sigue quemando en mí. No es, yo digo a la gente que mi hobby es el MMA. O sea, no he perdido en un momento. Para mí, para algunos es pesado, es algo complicado hacer eso todos los días. Para mí no, volver es un placer estar ahí. O sea, seguir en el gimnasio trabajando, para mí no fue un desafío.
A ver, de este lado derecho, compadre, ¿de dónde vienes y tu nombre?
Soy José, vengo de Woodland, California. ¡Viva México, cabrones!
So, ¡viva!
Let's go.
Brandon, how hard was it to get back into building Legos after you broke your hand in the fight?
Ah, man, was very frustrated, you know. Oh my goodness, man, it's funny. It was my first time I had that kind of problem in my hand. Was kind of incontrovertible, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to be very positive. I mean, for example, I keep training with just one hand, and I'm trying to do whatever that means to keep improving myself. But was a little bit frustrated. And man, build Legos with just one hand is something, man. It's a real challenge, man.
Lo cuán difícil fue jugar con los Legos o con solo una mano. Complicado. Fue la primera vez que tuve una lesión de esta clase en mi vida. Chito.
Dice que un cafecito.
Ese quiere un espresso.
Ponerle azúcar al café.
Estoy entrenando con una mano solamente. Es duro, pero te voy a decir algo. Jugar con los Legos con solo una mano es difícil.
Sin albur, compadre.
¿Jugar con los Legos o con los huevos?
Legos.
Dijiste dedos. Yo entendí dedos, ¿tú, Chito? ¿Para qué entendiste, Brandon?
Legos.
10 segundos, primero Chito. Un aplauso para Chito, traductor número 1. A ver, aquí alguien, con todo respeto, algún mexa que viajó desde lejos para venir a ver a Alexa después de mi compadre.
Eduardo de Chihuahua.
¡Eso, cabrón!
¿Qué parte de Chihuahua?
Del Paso Juárez, Las Cruces, Paso del Norte.
Ok.
Pregunta para Chito y para Brandon. 30 años de la UFC. Al principio no se escuchaba mucho mexicano, mucho latino. Ahora hacemos historia. ¿Qué se siente ser pioneros en el movimiento de ola de mexicanos y latinos que se dejó venir a lo grande de las artes marciales mixtas?
And to Chito and to Brandon, 30 years of the UFC. For a long time, we didn't hear of Mexicans. We didn't hear that many Latinos. What do you feel about being part of this, being trailblazers, being part of this Latin wave, not just Mexicans, but Latin wave in the UFC in the 30-year anniversary?
Pues es algo muy grande, ¿no? Poder representar a la gente, poder representar nuestras raíces, donde venimos, y porque todos venimos de un país pequeño, de un pueblo pequeño donde tal vez nunca se iba a decir que ibas a llegar a ser lo grande, ¿no? Y el hecho de salir, pelear en Sudamérica, llegar al programa de desarrollo, llegar al UFC y ahora tener a Brandon como campeón varias veces, yo estoy cerca de un título, pues a toda la generación que se viene simplemente se les dice si se puede y pues se abre el camino y se abren las puertas para los que vienen de más abajo.
It's huge. It's an amazing accomplishment. I mean, all of us came from all the way down there. We came from small places. We came from places where dreaming about big stuff was really far. And for us to actually get to fight in South America, then over here, Brandon being a champion, this is amazing, and it sets the tone for the future of Latin America.
Nos quedan 5 minutos para despedirnos, entonces los invito a que hagan las últimas preguntas, pero antes de despedirnos los invito a que compren sus boletos, quedan algunos disponibles, corran la voz del gran evento de mañana, tickets still available at We Call, and then we have this one as well. Vean esta modelito de camisa, cortesía de...
Perro, date la vuelta. ¡Ay, apá! Enseña los cuadros, pinche Víctor. Mira, amigos, 40
años. 60 years old.
Viejos los cerros, pero reverdecen, mire.
60 años el cabrón.
A ver tú.
Ay, perro.
Perro, no. La compran hoy y mañana va a estar disponible solamente. Y lo que dijo mi compadre, imagínense que esto se vuelva año tras año. ¿Dónde está el box? El MMA está agarrando territorio, señores y señores. Gracias, UFC. Tenemos los últimos minutos para últimas preguntas y que corran la voz del evento de mañana. ¿Dónde está el micrófono? Échale, compadre.
José Montes de Anaheim, California. Moreno. América, Chivas. ¿Cuál equipo le va? ¿América o Chivas? ¿Madrid o Barça?
Eso es fácil. Madre, Madrid o Barça, español. Perdóname. Güey, no. ¿Tú a quién le vas?
Yo al Bayern Múnich. Perdón.
Güey,
Pensé que al mejor equipo del mundo, el América.
¡América! No, carnal, no, yo no. La verdad, yo prefiero, me evito mi comentario, por favor.
Abstain my commentary. I won't.
Gracias.
Échale, carnal.
¿Qué onda? Buenas tardes a todos. Oye, se habla de que cuando te lo tomas personal, a veces no tienes tu mejor desempeño. Pero pues, ¿cómo no pensar mal? Quiero destruirlo, quiero acabarlo. ¿Cómo separar un poco mentalmente ese rollo?
They say something about when you take it personally, maybe you don't have the best performance. And I just want to kill this guy, I just kill this girl. How does it feel? How do you separate the personal side of fighting to the professional side?
¿Yo?
¿A quién?
¿A quién?
Brandon y el Chito, por favor.
No, pues, de mi parte, pues es mucho controlar las emociones. Yo siempre he dicho que intento ser como esta persona muy respetuosa, trato de ser muy amigable con las personas y pasármela bien en mi día a día, pero al final yo sé lo que es mi chamba y mi chamba es madrear a alguien, ¿no? Y y tengo que ser muy consciente de eso. Entonces, trato de separar un poquito las cosas. Obviamente, llega un momento en tu carrera donde las cosas son un poquito más personales. A lo mejor Chito te puede hablar más acerca de eso, porque está más enganchadito con Sean y con toda esta banda, pero en lo personal yo trato de separar muchísimo mis emociones, trato de controlarme muchísimo y nada más mantener la cabeza fría a la hora de pelear para tomar las mejores decisiones.
I try to be as respectful as possible. Everybody knows in my daily life I'm as friendly as possible to people. There comes a point in your life that you get it. Well, I know my craft is. My craft is to beat people up. I know that sometimes when you get to a certain point of your career, things can get a bit personal. Chito can speak for that because of his relationship with Sean. But you try to cool your mind down a little bit and just keep your cool because you have to go there professionally.
Ok, ahí les va, racita. Termina esta serie de preguntas y respuestas. En 20 minutos, pesaje. Pero en 10 minutos no puede haber noche UFC mexicana sin mariachi, ¿sí o no?
Eso pues.
En 10 minutitos se vio chido One Camera Machine, el UFC, y llega el mariachi, así es que quédense aquí un rato. Viene el pesaje y que se escuche el apoyo mexicano. ¡Viva México, cabrones!
¡Eso!
¡Viva México!
Señores, ¡viva México a las 3! ¡1, 2, 3!
¡Viva México!
¡Let's go, perros!
Gracias. Ay, foto aquí con los cuatro.
The greatest flyweight of all time, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko, 8th title defense against Mexico's Alexa Grasso.
Grasso believes that this is her time, but she's taking on one of the absolute most lethal strikers in all of MMA. She got it! Shevchenko tapped! And no! Alexa Grasso!
I could not believe that it's really happened, but there is no way for her to take the victory from me this time. My goal is the total domination. I will take the belt.
Oh my God, that woman is an assassin. Alexa Grasso! She's got some of the best boxing in the sport. Viva Mexico indeed.
quiero porque al fin de cuentas en nuestro idilio las pencas hablan. ¡Échale, mariachi! No sé si creas las extrañas cosas que ven mis ojos, tal vez te asombre. Las pencas nuevas que el maguey le broten viven marcadas con nuestros nombres.
Por presumirle a mis amigos les conté que en el amor ninguna pena me aniquila, que para probarles de tus besos me olvidé y me bastaron unos tragos de tequila. Les platiqué que me encontré con otro amor y que en sus brazos fui dejando de quererte, que te aborrezco desde el día de tu traición y que hay momentos que he deseado hasta tu muerte. Acá entre nos quiero que sepas la verdad. No te he dejado de adorar.
Ay, en mi triste soledad me han dado ganas de gritar, salir corriendo y preguntar qué es lo que ha sido de tu vida.
Acá entre nos siempre te voy a recordar. Y hoy que a mi lado ya no estás,
no queda más que confesar que ya no puedo soportar esto rodeando sin odiar, porque respiro por la herida.
Échale, muchacho. ¡Viva México, sí, señor!
¡Y viva México, sí, señor! ¡Échale, mariachi! Gusto vengo a cantarles este muy alegre son, para quitarle la tristeza y alegrar el corazón. No les vengo a presumir, solo vengo a demostrar que soy puro jalisciense, amigo a carta cabal. Dicen que somos malditos, eso nomás por hablar. Somos hombres que cumplimos, no nos sabemos dejar. El que nacido no me orgulloso de eso está, como el que nació en Tequila para diarnos su mezcal. Ay, qué bonito es Jalisco. Ay, ay. Muchas gracias.
returns to the friendly confines of T-Mobile Arena. In the main event, Mexico's Alexa Grasso makes the first defense of her UFC flyweight title against the division's longtime standard, former champion Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko. Plus in the co-main event, massive stakes in the welterweight division, as Kevin Trailblazer Holland makes one of his usual quick turns to face fellow contender Jack Della Maddalena. We would like to thank our UFC sponsor, Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. We would also like to send a special welcome to the members of our new look UFC Fight Club joining us today here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We hope to see all of you once again for the live action at T-Mobile tomorrow night. And now we present the ceremonial weigh-in and in honor of Mexican Independence Day and Noche UFC. Here is Mariachi Tierra Bravia.
Ladies and gentlemen, Las Vegas, Nevada. Where the Mexicans at? Where are my Mexicans at? Thank y'all for coming out. This is Noche UFC and the ceremonial weigh-in for UFC Fight Night. Grasso versus Shevchenko 2. Tomorrow night, we celebrate Mexican Independence Day. We're taking over the T-Mobile Arena and your main event for the Flyweight Championship of the world. How about a hand for the Octagon Third? Luciana Andrade, Brooklyn Wren. Matchmaker to the stars, Sean Shelby is here. Powerful Hunter Campbell, ready to go. 11 fights coming your way tomorrow, live from T-Mobile Arena. We begin with an ESPN Plus prelim in the UFC Women's Strawweight Division.
Josephine Thunder Knutson versus Marnik, the sawed-off Savage Man. First fighter to the stage, making her UFC debut here on Saturday, Marnik Man. .115, the official weight for Marnik Man. And her opponent also making her UFC debut, Josephine Thunder Knutson. Official weight 115 and a half for Josephine Knutson. Next prelim matchup comes your way in the UFC lightweight division. Alex the Executioner Reyes versus Charlie the Cannibal Campbell. First athlete to the stage, please welcome UFC newcomer, Charlie Campbell. .155, the official weight for Charlie Campbell. And his opponent back for the first time in a long time, the Executioner, Alex Reyes. .155 and a half, the official weight for Alex Reyes. All right, next up, we got a banger in the UFC women's flyweight division. Tracy Cortez versus Jasmine Jazz Davidius. First fighter to the stage out of Niagara, Ontario, Canada, Jasmine Jazz Davidius. .125 and a half for Jasmine Jazz Davidius. And her opponent, the 14th ranked flyweight in the world, Tracy Cortez. .126 for Tracy Cortez. All right, next prelim is in the flyweight division for the men. Edgar Puto Chicali Chires versus Daniel Miocho Lacerda. First fighter to the stage, Miocho Daniel Lacerda. .125 and a half, the official weight for Daniel Lacerda. And his opponent, repping Mexicali, Mexico, Puto Chicali Edgar Chires. .126, the official weight for Edgar Chires.
All right, next fight comes your way in the middleweight division. Roman Kopylov versus Josh Fremd. First fighter to the scale is Josh Fremd. $185.5, the official weight for Josh Fremd. And his opponent, Russia's Roman Kopylov. Official weight 185.5 for Roman Kopylov. All right, now we get to the featured prelim in the women's strawweight division. Lupe Godinez versus Elise Reed. First fighter out, please welcome Elise Reed. $115.5, the official weight for Elise Reed. And her opponent proudly repping Aguas Calientes, Lupe Godinez. $116, the official weight for Lupe Godinez. All right, folks, that brings us to the main card for Noche UFC. First fight on the main card in the featherweight division, Fernando Padilla versus Kyle Nelson. First athlete to the stage, Kyle the Monster Nelson. $146, the official weight for Kyle Nelson. And his opponent repping Chihuahua, Mexico, El Valiente, Fernando Padilla. $145.5 for Fernando Padilla. All right, next main card matchup comes your way in the UFC lightweight division. Daniel Golden Boy Zellhuber versus Christos, the Spartan Giagos. First fighter out, please welcome Christos Giagos. $156, the official weight for Christos Giagos. And his opponent fighting out of Mexico City, the Golden Boy, Daniel Zellhuber. $156, the official weight for Daniel Zellhuber. All right, folks, now we get to a featured bout in the bantamweight division. Raul El Nino Problema Rosas Jr. versus Terrence Mitchell. First athlete out, Team Mitch, Terrence Mitchell. 135.5, the official weight for Terrence Mitchell. And his opponent, El Nino Problema, Raul Rosas Jr. $135 for Raul Rosas Jr. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we get to the co-main event. How good is this? In the welterweight division, Kevin Trailblazer Holland versus Jack Della Maddalena. First welterweight to the stage, number 14 in the world, Jack Della Maddalena. $171, the official weight for Jack Della Maddalena. And his opponent, the 13th ranked welterweight contender, Kevin Trailblazer Holland. $170.5, the official weight for Kevin Holland. All right, folks, now it is time to take a closer look at the women on the marquee, the two championship athletes that share the spotlight in tomorrow night's main event. Take a look.
Well, Mexico is as proud a fighting nation as there is in the world, and no woman from that great nation has realized the UFC title. That is what is in front of Alexa Grasso here tonight. Valentina Shevchenko looking to make it 8 successive flyweight title defenses.
I prepared myself for so many years, so when the fight started, I felt amazing.
Oh! Huge connection by Grasso. Wobbled her. Well, for a long time, Valentina Shevchenko was just knifing through contenders without so much as being challenged. That has changed.
All the fight, I was chasing her all the time to be the hunter. When I saw that she spun, I took her back and I said, this fight, it's mine. This is gonna be over right now.
Oh, that is getting tight. I think she got it.
Alexa Grasso is your flyweight champion. Oh my goodness. Another one for Mexico. And the most incredibly dominant reign in UFC women's flyweight history comes to an end.
What a victory for Alexa Grasso, and what a victory for Mexico.
It's amazing to fight for your dreams, to have the life that you always wanted since you were a little kid. And I just hope that all the Mexican girls that come after me, they can do this 10 times better than I did. I know that the only way to help MMA in Mexico to grow a lot more is achieving more goals for myself and representing Mexico all over the world. I've worked so hard for this moment. I'm a better Alexa every single day, every single fight, and I want to keep this belt in Mexico, so I'm going to give everything I have to defend, to keep it, and to win this fight again. This one loss doesn't change anything, because my soul is soul of champion. My focus right now is to get back what is mine, to get back what was mine for a long time, and to prove to the people that I'm still here, I'm still on the top, I'm still the best from the best. So tonight, Grasso will see the most explosive, the most powerful, the most dangerous version of Bullet Valentina.
Valentina Shevchenko!
This time, it's gonna be no mercy. I want Valentina to feel my power, my strength, my determination, and no matter how hard it is, I'm gonna finish her again. December 16th, it's gonna be different fight. I know what to expect from her, but she doesn't feel what is real Bullet Valentina is.
Shevchenko will go down as one of the all-time greats.
One of the absolute most lethal strikers in all of MMA.
She can run, she can hide, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna break her and leave the octagon with a belt.
All right, folks, here we go. The main event for the undisputed UFC Women's Flyweight Championship of the world. First fighter to the stage, the challenger, former champion, future Hall of Famer, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko. Official weight 124.5 for the challenger, Valentina Shevchenko. And her opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Flyweight Champion, repping Guadalajara, Mexico, Alexa Grasso. 124.5, the official weight for Alexa Grasso. All right, we will first step over here and talk to the former champion, the great Valentina Shevchenko. It's been amazing to watch you all week handle the media, the crowd, the pressure. One more sleep. Any final thoughts as to what might be different in the rematch against Alexa Grasso?
Para todos, para Valentina Shevchenko, una campeona de todo. Fue lindo verte toda esta semana. Pensamientos finales a todos acá antes de esta tremenda pelea.
Tomorrow is a grand day. And with all my heart, power, and spirit, I will step in the battle. We will do it together. And thank you so much for your support.
Thank you so much. There she is, folks. Valentina Shevchenko. All right, now we step over here and talk to the woman of the moment. The fighter many of you have come to see, the champ, Alexa Grasso. Great to watch you handle the championship spotlight all week. Any final thoughts on the eve of your first title defense?
Con la mujer del momento, la campeona, Alexa Grasso, por favor, pensamientos finales antes de esta pelea.
Primero, gracias a todos por asistir aquí. Es una gran noche, es un gran fin de semana. Vamos a dar todo para quedarnos ese cinturón.
For everyone, obviously this is a great weekend. We're going to give everything, and we're going to come out with that belt again.
Alexa Grasso, all the best tomorrow night. Las Vegas, thank y'all for coming out. If you don't have tickets, box office is right there. One more sleep, we'll see you tomorrow night.
The greatest flyweight of all time, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko, 8th title defense against Mexico's Alexa Grasso.
Grasso believes that this is her time, but she's taking on one of the absolute most lethal strikers in all of MMA.
She got it! Shevchenko tapped! And no! Alexa Grasso!
I could not believe that it's really happened, but there is no way for her to take the victory.